morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and privilege to address you all in this crucial regional child rights advocacy. The seminar theme of putting children in the center of the SADC development agenda is a critical one, and I thank the organizers for convening this timely discussion. This regional child rights advocacy seminar convened at the most opportune time for the SADC region, when Zimbabwe is proudly hosting the 44th SADC Heads of State and Government Summit in Harare, Zimbabwe, from the 16th to the 18th of August 2024. This advocacy seminar, spearheaded by the Child Rights Network of Southern Africa and its regional partners, is integral in putting child rights issues squarely on SADC's development agenda. As the leaders of our region gather in Zimbabwe for the 44th SADC Summit, which is running under the theme, Promoting Innovation to Unlock Opportunities for Sustained Economic Growth and Development towards an Industrialized SADC, is crucial as the needs and rights of children are elevated as a central pillar of this ambitious vision. Children make up a significant portion of the population in Southern Africa, and their boundless potential can only be unlocked through deliberate, well-resourced policies and programs that put their well-being first. This seminar provides a timely platform to strategize on how to most effectively integrate child-centered approaches across SADC's economic, social, and political spheres. By elevating the voices of children and child rights advocates, we can ensure that the region's collective development plans and priorities are responsive to the unique needs and challenges facing young people today. Only then can we truly build the prosperous, equitable, and just future that the people of Southern Africa deserve. The SADC countries have made strides in recent years to improve the lives of children. We have seen progress in areas like expanding access to education, improving child health outcomes, and strengthening social protection systems. These are all important steps in the right direction. However, our region also continues to face significant challenges and barriers to realizing their full potential. Poverty, malnutrition, violence, exploitation, and lack of access to quality services persist as stubborn problems that undermine the well-being of far too many young people. If we are truly committed to building a prosperous, equitable, and bright future for our region, we must place the needs and rights of children at the very heart of our development agenda. Children are not just the future, they are the present. Ladies and gentlemen, the points that I have highlighted here are very important. Poverty, malnutrition, violence, exploitation, lack of access to quality services are the major challenges affecting our societies. And action must be taken. It must be taken now, not tomorrow, but today. However, putting children at the center means deliberately elevating their well-being, their rights being respected, they must be capacitated, they must be empowered is a top priority in all areas of policy, planning, and development, recognizing that investing in the health, education, and protection of children is essential for building the future that we all want. It entails ensuring that the national development plans, budgets, and policies prioritize and adequately resource child-focused interventions. This includes everything from robust social safety nets to quality schools to child protection services. It is also inclusive of meaningfully engaging children and young people in decision-making processes that affect their lives. We must create space for their voices, ideas, and perspectives to shape the policies and programs that impact them. Strengthening cross-border collaboration and harmonization of child rights frameworks across SADC region. Many of the challenges children face, such as migration, trafficking, and climate change, require coordinated regional responses. As civil society organizations, as members of parliament, as advocates, let's collaborate and coordinate our engagements in ensuring that we work for the betterment of children. The future of children is that where we respect their rights, their fundamental rights. In Zimbabwe, we talk of Section 75, where government prioritizes the education for all, regardless of their background, regardless of their social standing. So we are saying, as civil society organizations, let's continue to engage virtually, physically, even after SADC. Let's meet at the international conferences. Let's do Zoom meetings and help one another to capacitate the youths, capacitate children. Even in the Bible, Jesus said, I was speaking short, I didn't try to translate it into English. Regai vana vave kwandiri noti umambo hwokudenga ndehwavo. Allow children to come to me because the kingdom of God belongs to children. So the future of Africa lies squarely with the children. If we don't take action now, it means we will be blamed by children in the future. You as an individual, what legacy are you creating for yourself, for your own children, as a biological father or mother of those kids? Are you going to be blamed by your children for neglecting them? If you are a policymaker, if you are a minister, like Honorable Moyo here, what are you going to be? What legacy are you going to give? Or people are going to remember you for good or for bad? The policies that we put in place are very important. Already we have we have changed the legal framework in terms of educational opportunities in Zimbabwe. When I was the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Primary and Secondary, by the way, my friend over there, Dr. Matthew Nyashanu, was my chair. He used to chair the Committee on Budget, Finance and Economic Development. Now, we were pushing bills in Parliament. The Education Amendment Act. The provisions of that act are so progressive. In the past, if a girl became pregnant, was expelled from school. That was the end of the road for that girl. Now our president has said, make some amendments, and he is assented to that act. It means that everyone, every girl who falls pregnant will go on leave at that time when she is giving birth. After giving birth, she goes back to school and continues with education. Then we also have our friends, our all-weather friends, Comfort. They also provide assistance to those girls. A round of applause to Comfort. If I did not mention you, okay, please. Don't begrudge me, because Comfort, they gave me something that I put in my pocket. Praise them anyway, it's just a joke. So, ladies and gentlemen, another provision of the Education Amendment Act is the new issue of corporal punishment. You know, teachers used to beat. When I was a high school teacher, I used also to beat. Now we say it. Don't beat children. You are inflicting pain on another individual. Why don't you resort to scientific ways of teaching? The pedagogy and andragogy of teaching must change. Where learners collaborate. A teacher must not be a fountain of knowledge. A teacher is a facilitator. In the 21st century, we want learners to be equipped with the skills of artificial intelligence, to have critical thinking skills, to think outside the box without the box, and address their challenges. And that is why in Zimbabwe we managed to replace the competence-based curriculum and replace it with the heritage-based curriculum 5.0, where our major emphasis is that of innovation. Our learners from ECD, you know, for my legacy, I want to ensure that we provide digital infrastructure for all learners in Zimbabwe. It's one thing to provide digital infrastructure, it's another to provide all the necessities that are needed. In areas where we may not have boosters, then we use the satellite, the routers, internet in a box. This is the 21st century. We can't say provide text. Of course, textbooks are important, but books can be uploaded on gadgets. Assessments are done online, and the impact is prodigious. It's great. So that's the type of education that we want. Students must be creative. Let's create an ambience, an environment that is conducive to effective teaching, learning in the class or outside the class. And that's why we are partnering with ZNECTA, because they are emphasizing that learners, even at ECD, they are innovative. Yesterday I asked a question when HE was making a public lecture. We have students who are highly innovative. One student at a school called Plumtree, he has discovered 15 innovations. And already before he writes his advanced level exam, he's sitting on 15 scholarships. Before he writes exams. Those young intellectuals who are so innovative, they are quickly given scholarships by Americans, Canadians, British, Chinese. They go there, their funding is provided. When they complete their degrees, they're given citizenship. Can Africa develop when we allow those young minds to go there? Very few will come back. As soon as those innovations become reality, they are registered there. Made in the US, China, in Russia, and not in Zimbabwe, not in South Africa or Zambia or Botswana or Eswatini. So that was the question. What are we doing as SADC to retain the intellectual mind? They do their innovation here, they do their research here, give them support so that we can make some inventions. We have heard of, I've been to South Korea. South Korea, if you go there, they don't have a mineral, not even one. But it's a developed country. Their per capita income stands at 35,000. For those of you who are not well versed with economics, I will explain. Because I'm an economic historian. Per capita income means the same as per capita consumption. Divide the total population, gross domestic product, by the total population, you come up with the per capita income. If per capita income stands at 35,000, that's the annual average net income that every individual should get. Korea or even Japan, those countries are developed because of innovation. Individuals identified their innovations, their patents were registered to protect intellectual property. In Korea, they have Hyundai. Hyundai manufactures cars, builds tall buildings. The tallest building in Dubai was built by Hyundai because of the power of innovation. If we neglect our children, who is going to do the innovation? So let us support the youngsters. The Southern African Development Community has taken important steps to protect the rights and well-being of children in its regional governance framework. In 2008, SADC member states proposed the Protocol on Children's Rights in the SADC region, which provides a comprehensive set of legally binding commitments to protect and promote the rights of children across Africa. But from what I got here, it means these protocols have not been ratified. Yes. Why are we delaying in terms of ratification? So we need to push a civil society organization. Let's push for ratification of those protocols. By ratifying this protocol, SADC countries will pledge to harmonize their national laws and policies to align with international human rights standards for children. Significant work remains to fully implement the protocol's provisions and ensure that all children in Southern Africa, regardless of their circumstances, can fully enjoy their fundamental rights and freedoms. The future of our region rests on the shoulders of our children. By placing them at the very heart of our development trajectory or agenda, We have the opportunity to unlock their boundless potential and build a more just, equitable, and prosperous Southern Africa. Let us have a renewed sense of commitment and agency. The time to act is now. Thank you. Siyabonga. Tatenda. Siku Mkambili. In Korea they say, Kansa Hamida. God bless you. Thank you. Please be seated.